Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters guests, and especially Carrie. Carrie, I loved your variety in your speech with the visual, including a video with only 2 slides. You made it work and made it happen with the story of your study. I would add to the story a personal story. In the end, you said this helped advance my career. The personal story is what appeals to people, and asking a question at the beginning. I liked at the opening that you said, here's what I'm going to tell you. I like to know at the beginning, what's this all about? That's a very great strength. You described the project very well. I appreciated the history, and you had the secret ingredient, enthusiasm. One of the techniques I learned early on in Toastmasters is to speak with in a arc. My name is Nadine Loken. Some of your phrases ended with like a question. My name is Carrie Akala. I think I pronounced it correctly. That would help maybe slow down if you use that technique when you're speaking. The other, and I mentioned circling back, you mentioned at the end how this benefited your life. I would start out, if I were to give this speech, would start out, have you ever had a study change your life? Or what do salmon really think? How might they respond? Let me show you what happens in Seattle, what happened in my study. You appealed to the senses with your slides, with our pictures. Many of us we're all locals. Most of us are locals, so you appealed with that way. I like that you, a call to action. I would maybe add, what do you think? What is your, what have you studied in salmon? Or you might ask a question at the end for a call to action. But again, I loved the variety in your slides. You had a limit of 2 slides. You had a great variety. I could tell you had the enthusiasm, and just adding a bit of the phrasing and pausing at the end. The message continues when the pause, after the talking stops. So I would add that. Thank you so much for the history lesson. I really appreciate your telling us your personal story about your study. And you'll be great tomorrow. Good luck. Thank you.